What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Sean from 4JLU, 4 Geeks Like You, and you're now tuned into my review of Superman Unbound.
The day it disappeared.
A whole city disappeared.
It calls itself Brainiac.
I am flesh and machine. I am the strength of 10,000 worlds.
These probes must be how he searches for planets.
If that thing's here, it's all going to happen again.
No, we can beat him.
So to give you a quick summary about the story, it's about Brainiac sending out droids to different planets. And he's sending them there to scout out the civilizations to see if they're worthy enough for him to take back to his ship and withdraw knowledge from these people or these beings. Now, he sends out one of these droids to planet Earth. Superman comes into contact with this droid. They have a little fight. Superman beats the droid, finds out that these droids have a signal that he could then track back to Brainiac. So he's going to random planets, stopping these droids from taking over these civilizations. But he gets beat on one of these planets by Brainiac's droids, and he gets taken back to Brainiac's ship. And that's where he pretty much meets Brainiac. And I don't want to go too much into spoilers, but yeah, that's where the story sort of picks up. I'm going to get more into why I said it like that, but yeah, that's pretty much where the story starts to pick up between Brainiac and Superman and the unfolding of Brainiac's true agenda. Now, the animation in this movie was really good. Like, everything was spot on. It sort of reminded me of The Adventures of Superman, the way the cities were, but, you know, it was just a little bit more detailed. But the voice work was really good, too. Only two main people stood out, and, of course, that would be Matt Bomer as Superman and John Noble as Brainiac. Lois was really good, but, you know, those were the two main people, especially John Noble. I like John Noble's representation of Brainiac. Like, his voice work for Brainiac was really spot on. It definitely gave us a different type of voice. It wasn't the robotic voice. It was more like this menacing figure, and he definitely gave that out in this movie. I like the new design that they gave Brainiac. He looks all big, menacing. He looks like Martian Manhunter on steroids using Cerebro. It looks awesome. Completely awesome. I also like that they gave us more insight on Lois and Clark's relationship and showed us that him being Superman puts a strain on the relationship. It's not just a happy relationship because he's out there saving the day and she's happy for it. No, it's because she's sort of lonely. She can't have the life that she wants. She wants to have kids. She wants to be married. She wants to go on dates with couples and everything and, you know, just live a normal life. But she can't because he's always out there saving the day. And he's afraid to let the world know that, you know, that he's in a relationship, because if they find out that he's really Clark Kent, then it puts her in danger and their kid if they have a child. So I like that they gave a little bit more insight on that. They also gave a little bit of history on Clara or Supergirl's, you know, childhood and how Brainiac sort of affected the person and sort of molded Clara into the person who she is right now, because he invaded Kandor, a planet that she was on with her family, and her family was taken away by Brainiac. And it sort of shifted her into being this sort of cold person and wanting to protect everybody and not let the weak get trampled on. So, yeah, Brainiac sort of shifted Clara into the person who she is today. I also like that they incorporated a little bit more violence into this. Like, Brainiac's droids were coming down and they were sticking their little metallic tentacles inside people's heads, and people's heads were exploding. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's pretty damn cool. One more thing that I like, and it sort of reminded me of Mass Effect, was the way that Brainiac's ship looked. It looked like the humanoid Reaper from Mass Effect 2 at the end. The face, it just reminded me of Brainiac's ship, and I was like, that's awesome. That's cool. You get kudos for that, man. Mass Effect is awesome. I also like Lois's attitude. Now, Lois's attitude is freaking awesome, man. It's like, her cockiness is so awesome. Check out this scene.
Your sentimental attachment is grotesque. Even you must realize how worthless they are. Such a savage world. Its scientific achievements paltry, its weapons unimpressive.
One of my dislikes is that they really didn't have Brainiac doing anything. Like, he was on the ship for a chunk of the film. That's explained at the end why he was on the ship, but they still could have had him doing stuff. Like, he was just talking. He didn't really fight Superman. He didn't really interact with Superman at all. Not on a physical level. It was just like, what? what's going on here, man? Like, I want Brainiac to do something cool besides talking on the ship and collecting planets. I mean, collecting civilization. I want to see him do something. My second gripe with the film is that it's called Superman Unbound, meaning unchained, released. He has no restrictions, and Superman didn't do anything crazy here, like crazy that made me say, oh, like, you remember at the end of Superman versus the Elite?
Bonnie, get ready to port again. The second he shows his ass, I'm gonna flatten this whole city. Chester, wait! Holy shit. Where did he go? Where did he freaking go?
Orbit. He went into orbit at Mach 7. If you had super hearing, any second you'd hear the pop.
That's Unbound. Do you remember when Superman hit Darkseid across the freaking Metropolis skyline?
I feel like I live in a world made of cardboard, always taking constant care not to break something, to break someone. Never allowing myself to lose control, even for a moment, or someone could die. But you can take it, can't you, big man? What we have here is a rare opportunity for me to cut loose and show you just how powerful I really am.
That's Unbound. This was not Unbound. I just didn't see it here. I didn't feel it. The title was just there, just to be called Unbound, because Superman felt like he was still restrained by his release on not hitting people hard, or maybe Brainiac can't take it if I punch him extremely hard, man. I just didn't feel that. The last thing that I really had a gripe with in this film was that the last battle was just so corny, so lame. So lame. I mean, again, Superman didn't do anything crazy. He didn't hit Brainiac crazy strong, like crazy hard or anything. Like, it was just punches, blow, blow. The only, like, and how he defeated Brainiac was sort of lame as well. Like, he outsmarted him. That was it. It wasn't anything about him, like, physically damaging Brainiac or anything. He just outsmarted him. And Brainiac sort of destroyed himself. Superman didn't do anything. So, that was like my real dislikes about the film. Overall, I did enjoy the film for what it was. I just felt that it being called Superman Unbound, that we would have got to see him unleash a good chunk of his strength on Brainiac, do something crazy. We didn't get that here at all. I'm going to give this film a 3 out of 5. Yeah, I mean, would I watch it again? Probably not. I do feel that the spotlight should be shined on Lois in this film, because she definitely had me laughing through the good chunk of these films and the scenes that she was in. And yeah, I mean, good film, 3 out of 5. That's all I can say for this film. I'm sort of disappointed because I expected this to be something great, especially being that, you know, this is the film we get right after Superman versus the Elite, and that was such an awesome film. Here, I just didn't get anything that said awesome. Nothing at all. Besides Brainiac's ship looking like the humanoid Reaper from Mass Effect 2. I didn't get anything else. This is Sean from 4GLU, 4 Geeks Like You. Stay tuned for more reviews, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. Have a good one. New York Comic Con, baby. Repop. Pow, pow, pow.